We're on Lake Street heading west from 131, or from 31, toward Magnus Park. And here we are. This is Magnus Park in Petoskey, Michigan. And it usually has a ton of people because it is an RV park. But there's always room on the beach and there's usually parking. This is a Thursday, July 28th, 2022. So we're good. We'll get parking and we'll show you what we find. We're hitting the beach from the parking lot here at Magnus. And you can see that the little Traverse Bay here is just beautiful. Got some wind today, so we've got some waves. The high is 69 today in Petoskey. So this is almost perfect weather to be out in the hot sun. A lot of gray stones, but a lot of these gray stones are Petoskey stones. You just have to know how to spot them. I know I got some wind here. I hope it's not ruining the sound quality. You'll see all sorts of fossils like this, very typically, all over here. There's a Petoskey stone right here. How can I tell? Well, there's a pattern in here that you don't really see very well until you get it wet. But that's a Petoskey stone right there. So we'll shine that over, sand it down a little bit, and show you what's going on with it. Nice surf today. Not a whole lot of great color here. Stone or honeycomb coral. Just rugosa and crinoid. Did you find some? Oh, that's beautiful. Nice stone, beautiful Unakite. It's so nice to find Petoskey stones wet in the water that are already kind of shined up, but you don't find them very often. A lot of people look for them here. The trick is finding them when they're dry. That's what we're going to teach you today. Here's our strategy. We walk as far east on the beach as we can. There's a home here. We don't really like to, we stay right at the shoreline if we're here and not near their property. But the shoreline is public. You can go as far as you want. But we're as far east as we comfortably can be on at Magnus Park. So here we are, and what we found right off the bat is just some very interesting stones. There is some slag. There's a Petoskey stone sitting right here, almost polished. So that's going to go with us. Let's see. Oh, there's a beautiful piece of basalt with epidote, that bright green. So that's a great piece of, yeah, I like that. I love that speckled green basalt. There's another Petoskey stone right here. You can see the Petoskey in it. So I'm going to set those Over here, let's take a look at what else is sitting in here. I saw a beautiful piece of epidote in here. There it is. Oh, it's a little bit of Unakite. Some feldspar in it, which is red. Very nice. All right, what else is in here? Some horn coral? Oh yeah. Very nice. All over the place here. I found 2 Petoskey stones over there, just sitting here. I thought I saw a beautiful piece of epidote in here. There's some nice porphyry. A lot of people love to find porphyry, me included. Basically basalt with some florets of epidote, maybe feldspar, some other minerals. Very cool stuff. I'd like to find a myriad of different fossils. This is a great beach for it. Same with West Park. See our video on West Park, which is about 6 miles west. How to spot Petoskey stones when they're dry. A lot of gray stones on Magnus Park. So we look for the ones that are slightly lighter and have that distinctive pattern. There's one. You can see the pattern in it. It's not real noticeable, but that's what you're looking for, is just that pattern in there. That'll come out when you start sanding it. It's amazing. All right, let's see what else we can find. There's some very large pieces on this beach that are very ancient and real deep holes and that sort of thing. It would take a lot of sanding to get down to the pattern, the actual top of it. So, but what I'm looking for amongst all these rocks are the slightly lighter colored ones. They're often just a little whiter than what you see all over the beach. So we're going to take a look. There's one worth looking at. I don't know. It's a heavy rock too. I don't know. I want to be sure before I stick it in my backpack. I just found something. Oh, nice. It's already been polished by the waves. Nice Petoskey stone. Nice. Oh, there's a piece of feldspar for you. It's got a little green in it, hasn't it? That epidote. Put that to sunshine.
I think so.
Yeah, nice. Right? Good. So it's not so hard to find some that are the Petoskey stones here that are in the water, because the pattern's usually worn down and you can see them really clearly. But they're usually small. They ain't too big. But up on the shoreline, if you like very large Petoskey stones, this is where to look for them, really. And again, the lighter stones are the ones you want to kind of look at. And you look for any trace of the pattern. And if you have a question as to whether it is Petoskey stone, sometimes you can just put it in the water and that pattern will be more clear to you. So this is a great place for large Petoskey stones of all sorts.